Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for Wrexham AFC versus Mansfield Town, match day 11 in the EFL League 2. Yep, 0-0 draw. Tough match, tough away match. But I actually just heard a stat on my way in here that Mansfield Town is one of 3 in England that have not lost a game. They're unbeaten, which is sort of amazing. It's Solihull Moors, Mansfield Town, and Arsenal. Not a bad club to be in. So this is a good away point for Wrexham. It wasn't a flashy game. I thought Wrexham rode their luck in the first half. I thought Okonkwo actually really kept them in the game. Really solid performance there at 6'5", loanee from Arsenal. He is, but yeah, I thought it was a good point in the end. Like I said, I think that they rode their luck, but let's dive into it a little bit. So, going into the match, had a few changes. Obviously, Barnett missed out because of the red card, but we started off at a 3-5-2. We got Okonkwo in the back, starting there, 3 in the back, O'Connor, Tozer, and Hayden. I thought Hayden played really well at the back. In the middle, we had Lee, Evans, and Jones. Mendy on the right, McLean on the left, and Palmer and Mullen up front. I thought Palmer, I would have given him man of the match, but Okonkwo made so many saves in the first half. So I gotta give it to Okonkwo, and for my man of the match, and then Palmer right up there after him. So 1 and 1A, but really great performance by the team, really solid. I actually thought Mansfield Town were really comfortable. Obviously, you could tell by the fact that they were holding the ball. Wrexham, Mullen and Palmer were trying to stretch the field. Palmer more than Mullen with his hold-up play. But, fair play to Mansfield Town. They came out swinging. Right at the start, you could tell that they were organized. That team is very, very organized. And to be fair, if they haven't lost a game all season, they're unbeaten. They have lost a game, but if they're unbeaten, that's why. I mean, they look really organized, really comfortable on the ball, took their time in possession. In fact, going into the opening half, they were on top, well on top too. Wrexham was definitely second fiddle, and I thought that Atkins up front played really well. Mansfield had a lot of joy down that right hand side too. In that opening half, they were just going down that right hand side, just kind of going after Mendy. Pretty much that entire first half. Lewis played well for them as well. For Mansfield Town, just a couple really great players. I thought Atkins played well, but just I got to say that we're definitely second best in that first half, and in the midfield, Lee was trying to do his best covering the middle of the park, but it just seemed like we just couldn't get an edge, and we had no identity, which is tough, especially since we want to run through the channels, we want to play the balls down the wing and then get the ball in. So the identity was just we were kind of sitting back, and our defense was not penned in. We did get out, but most of that first half was played in the Wrexham half. I really thought that maybe Barnett missing was an issue for us to have an outlet. And then we moved the ball into the middle of the park with Palmer holding up play. So going in there and to a hostile environment was definitely packed, and the crowd was into it. We got everyone's best effort today, and but yeah, that first half we were on the back foot. It was a good header chance at the 20th minute by George Evans. So a cross came in. McLean put in a great outside of the boot cross. But just right at the keeper. But no clear-cut chances. Mullen didn't really get a clear-cut chance. He did in the second half, but I really never thought we were. I hate to say this, we weren't threatening to score, but they were, at least in that first half. And not worrying signs at all. It's just when you go away to a hostile environment, a team that is organized, you're gonna be challenged. But I would say that Wrexham didn't give up. The team was playing hard, and I would say that it was more riding their luck a little bit. And Okonkwo just kept him in the game. Okonkwo, 35 minutes in, from Ali Clark outside of the box, at a strike there. Okonkwo made a fantastic save. It's a really great loanee, and fair play to him. I think it's his second game on the bounce. So he's adapted really well. Big frame on him. He's lean. He's tall. He's got really long arms. So bringing him in is great. So yeah, going in that first half, like we were on the back foot. No changes for us going into the second half. I think the moment for me that made me laugh was Elliot Lee had a shot at the 60th minute that literally went out of the stadium. I think it's still bouncing down the park at this point. But that was that was my moment of the match that I thought was really interesting. I mean, that's probably the strike that I would put out there too, over the bar, over the world. It just went out. It was 3 points. But then keeping going, Okonkwo again in 64 minutes had a great save. Lewis had another great strike there. The guys up front, I really thought Kelly Dunn looked really good. Akins is a big unit, Akins was a big unit up front. Lewis played really well. Get in the middle, number 10. This was cutting through and into the box. I thought, we were definitely vulnerable in the midfield. Mullen kept dropping back a little bit to come get the ball, but our midfield was a little suspect. I thought we could have done a little bit better. Jones and Evans, they worked hard, but we just kind of couldn't get control of the ball. That's what I said. They were very organized in that first half and in the second half. Second half was more opened up than the first half. First half was like that feeling out period, but definitely we were at second best. But in the second half, it opened up a little bit. There was a little more space. Ollie Palmer kept coming in, holding the ball up, and Mullins was running off of him. But in the midfield, we just kind of were getting overrun. I thought that the defense was really good. Boyle missed out. Boyle missed out today, but I thought that Tozer was good. I thought, even though I said maybe last week maybe you dropped Tozer, Boyle didn't play, but O'Connor, Tozer, and Hayden. I thought Hayden played really well. A couple last ditch efforts by Hayden to for the crosses that were going on. I thought he was spot on. That he controls the box really well with his head. A lot of communication back there, especially through the back. And then Mendy and McLean, they were getting up and down really well, but weren't threatening in the final third. For me, I thought that maybe we were just missing a little bit of that. We just couldn't get a foothold in the game. You would think that maybe there would have been some kind of moment of magic from Mullen or Palmer, but it never really came today. Never really came. Stephen Fletcher did come on late for Palmer, and I think it's the 84th minute, but we didn't have that magic today. And you would say this is a good away point. You want to lose the game, especially going into what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Very tough. We went in ninth, where we stayed at ninth, and got a big game coming up on the weekend as well on Saturday. Let's check that out for you while we're here. Next game is going to be Crawley Town on Saturday. Crawley Town, and that is Saturday morning, and we got to bounce back. And this is another away match at Broadfield Stadium. That's on the 7th away. Crawley Town. Let's see where they are in the league. Let's get that table up. Crawley Town are. Where are they in the league? I can't quite see. Oh, Crawley Town in the league are 5th. So they have played 11 games, won 6, lost 3, drawn 2. They're on 20 points. We're on 17 points. We're in 9th. We're out of the playoffs, but it would have been nice to win that game today. It would have been really nice to win that game after what happened on the weekend. And we didn't do the Wrexham reaction over the weekend. I did put it up on our YouTube page with our five-a-side that we do. We were traveling on the weekend, but it was a great comeback win for the team. Obviously, Barnett missed out because of the red card, but great goals by Mullen and Fletcher's last-minute goal was fantastic. That was over the weekend, but sorry we didn't get the Wrexham reaction now, but we did put it on our YouTube page for our five-a-side that we do. But yes, that's a good away point. I think that Parky would be proud of that. Fair play to the traveling fans. They stayed. They were loud the whole time. It was a packed stadium at the One Call Stadium. And we're looking forward to what's coming up on the weekend for Crawley Town. We'll be there. We're going to watch it. Obviously, tonight, there were packed games with Champions League going on. And I really, really like, if you haven't had a chance to, I don't know if you're in the States or the rest of the world, to check out the iFollow for EFL. It's a really great app. Unfortunately, we didn't get our commentators tonight. We got just some local guys there. They had the Mansfield Town commentators. So we missed Mark Griffith and the team, although they had that hot take that just went up. And, we'll see what happens. But team, it's a long season. It's a long season, and we're not going to win every game. We did come up in the league, obviously, but in this league, it's a very, very tough league, and I was really impressed with the fact that we did keep our shape a little bit better at the back. We did keep our shape in the back. I want to see a little bit more creativity in the midfield. I don't know if that's possible. I do. Lee's effort is always there, and I would say that the entire team just looked organized, even though we were definitely on the back foot in that first half. And opening up, I'd like to get, you'd like to get Mullen running through the channels as much as possible off of Palmer. But I would say that tough game, Tuesday night game. And my man of the match is Okonkwo. I thought he played brilliantly. He had some really fantastic saves, snap saves. He's long. I really like him. And then Palmer really played well. But got to figure out that midfield. Get a little more spark in it. There was just no magic. And it wasn't for the fact that, you're away on a Tuesday night, but it's a tough league to be in. But yeah, that is your Wrexham reaction. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on Saturday again, and have a great night.